Hello and welcome to the WIHS Journal, Public Affairs from 104.9. I'm Paul Kretschmer. On today's broadcast, we'll be speaking with Roger Mort, the head of a company that takes care of packaging. The name of the company is Packaging and Crating Technologies. April is National Earth and Recycling Month, and Roger Mort from Packaging and Crating Technologies in Watertown is here to give us more information.
Yeah, we have a lot of patents on crating and sustainable products. Back in 2005, we heard a lot of companies talking about saving weight when they're doing air freight, saving fuel. So we developed several crates that are stronger than wood, but they're a third of the weight of wood. And then the movers and other industries started coming around and saying, here's our issue, what can you do for us? And we've developed a lot of different packaging for a lot of different groups that's sustainable. At the end of life, it's 100% recyclable.
I know that in the apartment complex I live in, there is a dumpster that's painted blue where we're supposed to throw things in that are not trash. And quite a bit of that container every week contains cardboard, what I would think of as conventional cardboard. The product that you make along those lines, what makes it stand out and different, and why should we be concerned about cardboard as it has existed up till now?
Well, we use technology where we put in tick plates, which is a sheet of corrugated that creates channels all the way around the crate. So when these sidewalls and tops and bottoms lock into each other, they actually become stronger than wood. You can't collapse them. And then as our products, most people will use a box, and you use one box per move. When they're moving pictures and mirrors and all this stuff, we'll give them a crate that's very lightweight but very durable. Like we have customers since 2009 still today using the same crate. And when you're fully done at the end of life, you can just throw it in the recycle dumpster and turn it back into a roll of paper.
How long did it take you to develop that kind of item from your starting point till it was actually out in use in the public then?
Like that crate, probably a week. It was pretty simple. We had all the parts. We bring in full sheets of corrugated that are like a 90 by 100, 90 by 150. So customers can come to us with a one-off product, say a piece of priceless art, and they want to get it shipped from here over to Switzerland. They send us pictures, give us measurements. Within like 30 minutes or so, we take it off the machine, ship it to them, send them some packing instructions, and that piece of art gets to the other end with zero damage. And especially over in Europe, they love getting a recycling package because they don't have to dispose of all the waste. They have a hard time getting rid of the wood over there.
I was wondering about that because where I live, we have bins in the basement where we can put excess things like holiday or seasonal items. One of the things that we're told we can't hold on to is cardboard because it's considered a flame or a fire hazard.
That's true. It can actually be a fire hazard. We can actually coat the crates with a flame-resistant paint also.
Okay. I seem to recall the last time we spoke on the phone, lithium batteries were a major situation that you had a product to deal with.
Yeah, we've come up with several products now. One is a 3-layer wrap that goes on the outside of a battery whenever you're trying to get it from, say, the house to a recycler, and it's considered a damaged, defective battery, which is very lethal. You put it in our paper and ship it. Inside our paper, it can burn at 1400 degrees, but you can hold on to the outside of the box and barely know there's even a fire inside, and it'll sustain it, keep it in there. We also have come up with a paper that goes inside batteries that companies are now coming around to start using, where you wrap each of the little cells that's inside the bigger battery, and if one goes off, the rest of the battery never catches on fire, doesn't even know there's an issue.
Because April is National Earth and Recycling Month, you're not really doing anything different than you do during the remainder of the year, but I suppose that observance perhaps provides a higher than normal profile for you to publicize what you do.
Yeah, we're just the same company doing the same thing. I like to tell people we're more of a solutions company. People will call in and they think they have this unique thing, that's worth, they're shipping something that's $1 million. And we give them a price in like 5 minutes, and they're like, how can you do that? And we're like, well, we're already shipping the same exact thing, same fragile, same problem, but in 20 different sizes for other people. And they're like, oh, so we've spent a lot of time on research and development, and our core products can be adapted into any size. We have some companies who ship things as heavy as 20 tons and put them on our crating and all, ship them cargo containers all over the world and get zero damage.
I understand that cardboard releases methane as it decomposes. Is that as a result of the manufacturing process and the material that goes into it?
Well, it comes from a tree. So anytime you're breaking down fibers on anything, you're going to produce methane. If you put it in that blue dumpster like you were talking about, it's literally going to probably go to Uncasville. There's a big recycle mill there, or one of the others in the area. And they will take it, put it back into a beater, which is basically a 30-foot round tank filled with boiling water. It will take that corrugated, turn it back into a slurry, and if there is any impurities in the paper, like a staple or something, the screen will pull it out, and then they just shoot it right back into a machine and make another roll of paper out of it. So it's when you throw it into the landfill, it's way better to decompose than anything else you're putting in the landfill, but you're going to get some methane off of it.
Okay, I didn't know that before. Returning to my dumpster outside my apartment here, I see all sorts of items in that dumpster, and some of it looks like it's perfectly fine, clean, and so on, and other stuff looks like it's been run through something that's really messy. Can that all be recycled, or does a contaminated item tend to contaminate everything else in the container that's with it?
It depends on what's on it. It goes to these big sorting mills where it goes up conveyor belts, and they pull out, because some people will just start trash in there, not understanding what the process is.
Yeah.
They'll pull all that stuff out. Some of it, there's quite a few mills now in Connecticut that actually burn trash cleanly to make steam and make electric. So that kind of stuff will go there. The rest will get sorted. Some will go to plastic factories to be recycled. Others will be going to the paper mills.
Would it be safe to say that some of the material that your company sells avoided the landfill when the so-called Resources Recovery Authority in Hartford shut down here recently?
Most of our stuff is always going to avoid the landfill because the people are getting, 5 to 10 years use out of the stuff.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
What can you say regarding the utility of the container?
Yeah, we deal with several large brokerages that sell the boxes and all, and they'll sell our crating in replacement to a lot of the boxes. So, like, just in the moving industry, they'll create during the season 900 and some thousand tons of waste boxes, and our customers will tell us, hey, listen, you saved us X amount of labor, because it's so much easier not having to tape up all these different boxes when they can just simply throw a blanket or throw one of our fleet wrap pads over the item, slide them into the multi-picture crate, put in as many as 40 pictures in one crate, and get it to the other end. You're not worried about each one, a box getting stepped on or anything, because our crates can take 3,000-4,000 pounds of weight on top of them. The items get to the other end, the person unpacks them, puts the paper or the blankets back in the thing, ready for the next move. And if they're not using them, they can throw thousands of pounds on top of them, or pull the sleeves out and separate them and throw in a bunch of blankets and stuff to not take up extra space in the truck. Because everything for these people is about weight, reusability, and safety. Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.
You've been listening to a conversation that I had recently with Roger Mort of a business abbreviated PACT for short, which stands for Packaging and Crating Technologies. For further information about what you heard on today's broadcast, call us at 860-346-1049, 860-346-1049, or you can email us, office@wihsradio.org, office@wihsradio.org. The opinions expressed are those of the participants, not necessarily those of the staff or management of the station. I'm Paul Kretschmer for the WIHS Journal, Public Affairs from 104.9 WIHS.